Alright, welcome back folks with the continuation of MVP Corner versus Insidious Gaming. We are in the semifinals of the Malaysian qualifiers for ESL Asia. And it will be a best of 3 as they are videoing the maps right now. Which is, to me, the most confusing task of all is making sure the maps are videoed right. Because teams, not just teams, but players and the administrators always change things every other day. So okay, my mic's doing that funky thing again. Alright, so what's happening? Are they knifing again? Oh no, they're knifing for sides. Wow, wow. Alright, at least no DC from you this time around. Thanks for joining us. I'm Win. Again, the sound in your head, that's me. And I'll be casting your semifinals and hopefully a good finals for our Malaysian qualifiers. To put down in pen and paper once and for all. Alright, games are gonna start. Just knifing up for the sites. Let us check the maps that are gonna be played. Ah, screw this shit. I didn't see. Should have watched it a little bit earlier. So first map it seems is gonna be on the Inferno, one of the maps which I really hate. Alright, what's the map count again? That's us nicely. I bet he sees it. So okay, MVP Cardinal against Insidious Gaming. Insidious Gaming has been playing at the BenQ CSGO League. They've been playing at the Orange Esports tournaments for a while now. A little bit more experience than the rest of the troop that we've seen a little bit earlier. And they have ideal to make up for what they lack, maybe an experience, as they say. But on MVP Cardinal's side, they also have one row who is still, after all this time playing, but highly consistent. So it's MP Kano versus Insidious Gaming best of 3. First map, it will be Inferno. And Kano on the CT side, which I think they favor starting on the CT side. But with one row here, I don't think they have any problems with trading up. He's been a force throughout these qualifiers, but it has been only one day. Not sure if he can bring it all the way right now. Insidious Gaming just running through the banana side, but not really committing yet. They wanted to catch somebody there. I think it was Case who tried to push. But now they're playing it very slow. Here comes the smoke and flashes. But up front is Case along with Aiman. They get one though, but DKY would instantly answer. And they've already gotten control of the bomb site. Aiman would try and shoot inside the smoke. Oh, nearly got the kill also. But Ideal will escape unscathed. But right now it's a very tall order for a retake. B bomb site is not the easiest of tasks, and they don't have the nades to do it. But they're gonna come in either way. Zever exposes one, gets one, but oh no, look at that. Phoenix, DKY, ID, all each of them already taken out a play from MVP, and it's all up to Zever. 1v3, and he should be going down soon. First round going in the way of Insidious Gaming. As I said, they are highly experienced also. Not highly experienced, but they are experienced and they are getting consistent finishes at this LAN tournaments. So let's go, fourth, fifth. I think Orange Esports got worse at SCG than they did. So now Zever, a little bit of a gamble. He has that scout parked up and aiming towards that middle area of the map, but nobody's exposing themselves. There's only Ideal at second mid. He's leaving the original troop to do whatever they have been doing so far, and he instead he's gonna try and get flanks. I think that's the way they're trying to do it. But Ideal actually came out of that lane area, sees Achap but doesn't get him down. I see they have the guns in their favor. Insidious Gaming maybe just losing Ideal is still okay for them to recover, and they are flocking up, slowly moving towards that B area of the map. Blah, blah. Just stumbling all over my words. Again, Ayman and both Case playing at a very similar angle. And Ayman catches Human trying to go into City B. And now two right in front of him. He has to go big with it. Piece of 50 doesn't do so. And Phoenix will reply. Ayman goes down. Zever with that scout. Oh, nearly got the kill on the Breath. But the Breath will survive very, very hastily on 8 HP. Wanru goes down as well. Leaves it all again up to Achap. In the 1v3. Makes it work for himself for now. Catches one. Is Phoenix to drop. Goes in for the shot, doesn't catch anybody, and he would just go down at the end of it. 2-0 in favor of Insidious Gaming. Good strong start against MVP as well. Second round they didn't let up and they didn't give up. It's a very big problem for teams facing lower tier teams. I'm not to say that Insidious is that far off, but teams that are relatively new to face against teams like MVP, Cardinal, Orange Esports who are much more experienced, it's very hard to go against them and then in the second round lose one of your players straight away. It causes problems for your psyche, but Insidious Gaming handling it very well, handling the death of Ideal in the early part of the round very well, but now Zevo does get a reply. The C4 is all the way towards that B side. They're faking it for now. Running back, lining up for the smokes and flashes. MVP are reading as they are playing up front and they have a lot of support coming in. Case gets the first guy, goes in for the second, gets another headshot. And the last two players for Insidious Gaming are kind of hindered behind the Molotovs. And Ayman will finish him off. Nicely done by MVP Cardinal. Really locking all four players of Insidious Gaming in a very uncomfortable position. Case from Hyatt, from the alley Hyatt, just kind of waited there. Two passed through him and then one of his teammates who let go of that Molotov, that smoke and the Molotov right in between all those four players. Made it hard for them to provide support, so those close quarters engagements really working in favor of MP Cardinals. It's 2-1, still Insidious Gaming. 1 AK on the Breath, 4 Tech 9s. They don't have that much cash to work with, but they're gonna gamble with the Tech 9s either way. There's not a lot of wiggle room though. With Zebo up front, they've not smoked this area yet. So Zebo will be able to spray them. Nice flash though. But he only catches one. Goes in for the second, catches the second guy. Finally gets a double. But support is quickly coming in. Achap sees the opportunity under that flash, but he sprays. Catches one in the end. It took a long time for him to kill Ideal and even a longer time to kill Phoenix. Now Human pretty much still alive, sitting on 29 HP. Kind of sneak through into the library area, but Wanru will finish him off. It's 2-all. And The admin just left the server. No, sir. This only advances them towards the Asian qualifiers, which will be in KL. But this gives Malaysia a unique opportunity since they have their own qualifiers just for Malaysia itself. Now, Case, underneath the cover of that flash, goes out and clears down Ideal. One frag down. And Human taking the position of what Ideal did at the second middle area. Going to Carpet, just scouting out any movements from Cardinal, but MVP not really moving at all. And even if they do, they move under the cover of CDB side. They don't even rotate towards the highway side. But with guns in hand, Aiman and Kies should be able to clean up her house very easily. P90 along with the M4. But from behind though, okay, Human gets finished off. He did try to go and clip Achap, but Achap was ready with his gun in hand. So it's 3-2. Cardinal finally back ahead. Insidious Gaming now with guns, but their economy is kind of weirded out a little bit. There's one Galil, but not a lot of mollies or nades to use on that B-bomb side. So it's making it a little bit harder. Maybe they can use a Molotov to zone out that sandwich area and then just rush the L-shape guy. Either way, all the engagements at B has been closed for Insidious Gaming and MVP Cardinal, so they might take it that way, but instead Xavier will be forced to contact with two players right in front of me, but Achap provides support. Both of them drops instantly. It's a 5v3 with one coming out with Boiler, but he has no view. He does have in the end. The smoke ran out at the last second and Achap will drop. Xavier just one, Phoenix will drop. It's a good trade-off, leaving it to a 4 versus 2. One row cleans out the breath, leaving it to DKY. 1v4. Okay, if you guys hear any sound from my stomach, I'm so sorry, but I'm really hungry. I'm fasting today. And doing this really gets tiresome. Especially in your abdomen, because you lose a lot of strength for your voice there. Whew. I try to survive. But one row cleans up house. DKY joins the fray of dead men from Insidious Gaming, makes it 42. 7th round of this first half. Remember, it's still a best of 3, so a long way to go for both of these teams. But if MP Cardinal can finish off at 13, it would be very, very swell. But in Serious Gaming, I don't think they're going to give MP Cardinal that opportunity. They have been disciplined in their movements, really trying their best to catch MP Cardinal off guard. But we don't really see it at this map, though. Their strats not really showing fruit, as Case will spray down the two players right in front of him, make it 3. And there goes a quad kill for Case Mania. And it's been him, 4 kills, 4k, Achap 4k, Aiman 4k. So everybody's at 4k, except for one who has been, I think, the most explosive player today. But I don't think there's 4k on him. He had like really strong 3 rounds in a row, 3Ks. But I think that's about it. So IG this time around, they have Dobrev holding up the AWP, but nobody's crossing right in front of him to get that shot. And Achap on the other side also has an AWP himself. But there's no duel. None of them are going to advance and try to peek. One row holding up against DKY. This is the first time that Insidious Gaming has tried to make a play for the carpet area. And good flash! He sees both of them, gets in right in DKY's face, catches the first frag. Now DKY will be forced back with the smokes up front. Achap goes back to his older position to try and take control of the boiler area. But the breath sees him first. He gets taken out. Can MVP Cardinal trade? Iman's actually falling back a little bit deeper inside the arch area. Well, Zever's playing at mini pit, so they have control of this side of the map, but again, those flashes are really destructive. It's just his overhead flashes from Cardinal really doing a lot of work for them. And now Zever will try to hold against two players right in front of him. He goes and stays strong, sprays down Mushi. Phoenix rather. Don't play with that force, but Human does know that Case is coming in from behind. Case does have some time to buy since Human is forced to go for the plant, but no, Case sees him through the box. Didn't even get the plant in time. Holy crap, how did he manage that? 62 is our score. We are in the 9th round, and MVP Cardinal. Cash all around. In Serious Gaming, do they want to try and play that AWP again? They do have that choice, but it does look like they're gonna eco this instead. And they're really gonna need those flashes to come in because they're really getting hindered. MVP Cardinal's flashes are just on point for this, for their trade-offs, and it really works well. I think I heard it from one of their players that, no, we really like those close trading, but you really need to trust your teammates, and they're really showing exemplary rounds of it. But now they did lose one row up at that apartments area. Back to a 5-on-4, albeit Ideal is very low in terms of HP. That big bomb site's left to Case all alone to fend for himself, but as you can see, Serious Gaming has that same idea, and Ayman's reading it back. Case just exposes himself. I think because of that, Insidious Gaming thinks that he's alone, but Ayman's ready there. Nice Molotov right in front of the smokes, and that should hinder Insidious Gaming for a while. They throw in the flashes, but they're going to go the other way instead. And Achap already made a rotation, and this is bad. It's going to be an open bomb site for Insidious Gaming. Achap already let them cross. He's still marking that side, but still he's not getting flanked. You're waiting for Ideal to expose. That's a get the shot. Oh no, that could have been crucial, because Ideal is going to be at the back of their mind the whole entirety of this retake. How are they going to go in with Ideal behind them? But they're still going to try it. Achak goes in first along with Zevo. They cleared down. What? That's a shot by Wano though. He clears down Ideal, and without the vest is turning out disastrous for Insidious Gaming. They couldn't hold on to the side. Nice retake by Zever and Achap though. They took control of that middle area of the site just by rushing in, cleared both of them. Then one row, knowing that Ideal was still in the carpet area, in the apartments area, rush in towards him. So all three of them were killed instantly together, and Insidious Gaming just didn't have any time to react after that. 72 is your score. Nicely done by MVP Cardinal. That's a very nice round. And thanks you guys for tuning in also for our semi-finals of the day. MVP Cardinal versus Insidious Gaming. This could be one of the closer closer matches rather. As Waro pushes through again. This time around he catches the first frag. Achap gets torn down at mid by the rest AWP again. I think that's the second time that's happened. But now though, look at that. One row is very low in terms of HP. Can he really hold? He's staying at pit, which is a very good position for him to hold. But Serious Gaming has been playing tremendously well, as I said. They could make something out of this small opportunity. And as I realized, I think I might have opened one too many. No, okay. I thought I opened one too many windows, so it was lagging, but it's just that my graphic card sucks. One row, second kill. Second time that he's done that. Push down Carpus, gotten a kill. And now look at who's hiding at the back of the site. It's Case. But Phoenix answers straight away. Case drops, but Phoenix is all alone. And through the smoke, one row clears him down. It's 8-2 with lots of cash on Insidious Gaming. Are they gonna AWP again? And I think we only saw them play carpets once. I think I really want to see them play maybe a couple more times to try and test waters that side. Maybe contest with one row if he pushes carpets, but well, they're not gonna get that chance because one row is playing towards that middle area instead. Because MP Cardinal sending 3 players out towards the alleyway. Dobrev will try and hold back. Achap again getting the second frag. Sneaks through, but Phoenix will answer. Wonder will try to hold down mid, but he gets taken out. Now Phoenix didn't check the side. He just kind of ran through and runs back instead. But on the other side of the map, it's Zever, clears on DKY. They still had a lot of players out the outer bomb side, and Zever was there. Came in a little bit later and made sure that he got the guy who was trying to rotate. Phoenix though gets spotted out. Zever got a lot of damage onto him, and he's left at 3 HP. 104 Ks. And doesn't seem like a tall order for a man like him. He's gonna try and flash the smokes. Oh, he picks right up front. He doesn't check. Oh no. Phoenix is right behind him. Case. Set the smoke. Still doesn't spot up Phoenix. Oh, he turns right at the end of it. How did he see him? He was already facing that lane. Holy crap. Whew, that was getting really close. Phoenix could have made a play of the day, I would say, against Case. So little in terms of HP. And playing around that smoke. And he would have gotten away with it too, if it wasn't for that meddling Case. I wonder if you guys got what that reference is from. So now it's 92. In Serious Gaming again with guns. No AWP this time around, but Achap does have one. He's still missing all his shots. DKY does get a clear shot through. One road replies, but DKY got 2 important frags out down at mid. In Serious though, not looking that way. Instead, the flashes comes towards at B instead. I did say instead twice there. My bad. And MVP Cardinal rotating towards A. Not yet. Case turns back. Heard Phoenix jumping. Here comes the Molotov, and it's gonna be huge. Because time is running out, and they want to try and rush for a play. Zever answers with another kill. After the outer side, Human drops. And now they have to contend with going against Case with 30 seconds left. It's a good chance since support is coming in very slowly. But it is coming. Case will try and hold. 2 players right in front of him. He goes for a double sprint, double headshot. Holy shit! Phoenix. He's just flustered. What the hell just happened to my friends? 32. Holy shots. And you can see right there the gap between MVP Cardinal and team like Insidious Gaming with their firepower is immense. Insidious Gaming, you can see they get a couple of really good shots in, but it doesn't happen all game around. But from MVP Cardinal side, consistently every round, except for Achap though. So really a little bit disappointed with you, but I'm pretty sure that you'll make up for it in the next game. But holy crap, what a hold up by MP Cardinal. All of them really showing up for this party. And Insidious Gaming, no guns again. Maybe because we have seen them twice with 3.5k on 2 of their players, and they opted not to buy. Oh, throat's getting dry. This is the thing though, MVP Cardinal are not winning by that big of a margin. As you can see, they are 10-2, but even the cash shows a story of itself. Zever 16 frags for him, so he has 11k, but all the others are relatively quite tame in their cash, because all these rounds are not won easily. They are most of the time left with 1 player each, and that creates a problem for them. And that push from Waru will be fruitful. DKY is the only one with a gun, picks out one, but Achap turns around just in time. And clears on DKY. 11-2 is your score. And the ref, AWP. And we have seen him time and time again winning that duel against Achap. So again, buddy, don't let me down, Achap. That's like 2 out of 3 duels so far that he's won. Yeah, here comes a pick. And he shoots him again. Achap is very low. Oh, I can't believe he made it twice. And I even think that he overswung that shot. But he made it work. Achap's on 21 HP, drops to Sandpit. And here comes Ideal. Achap still survives though. What a waste. I think that was what Ideal was looking for. And now 3 players left. DKY catches one more. Achap still very low. But nobody's able to finish him yet. Wanro instead just gonna rush through that flash and get closer towards a Molotov. DKY tried to sneak through Arch but was met with Ayman, so he does go down. Now it's a 3-on-2, pretty much doable for Insidious. Rebreath with an AWP, we've seen him do some crazy shots that connected onto Achap. So, but Rebreath, he is the end of a bad bullet and dies under the napalm shots. Napalm burns rather. Oh, what a waste. That was quite close. If I think Vinix got closer to the side, they would be more confident in taking this. But here comes Case. And support flash again. Will prove fatal against Insidious Gaming at 12-2. Hishel TV confirms game ends at 32-46 for APS on Ayman. It does look bad for now though, but Insidious really tried every single round. It's so close, but look at the push from MVP Cardinal. Once they get the aggression going, there's no stopping them. And here they are. Ugh, almost overjumped the word there. But good shots all around. Those flashes really working in their favor, and such confidence from them with applying those flashes. And now Vinix will be left all alone in the last round of this first half. He tried to make the most out of it. Goes through, sees Ayman, but behind him there's one more player. It's Case through the smokes. B is open, but the C4 is all the way back at mid. He tries to go through, but again, MVP Karna already all set up, ready to defend this C4 with their lives. He comes to counter flash, and Vinix doesn't get the kill on Case. Instead, Case there, still eyes wide open, and finishes him off. It's 13-2 for the first half. Very big margin by Insidious Gaming. Let's see if they can really do something in the second half though. They really played well in that first half, but just couldn't finish the round. Every single time we see MVP Karna walking away with just that last player alive. Whether it be Ayman, Xavier or Case. It's just insanely close. But just stringing these rounds together means MVP Karna just way ahead. With the confidence as well. So now MVP on the terrorist side. They split apart as well. Not prioritizing any control over any area of the map yet. As Achap will try and engage into the boiler side. Zeva will reply. Human goes down. Waru gets another kill. It's DKY who drops. Zobrev will be all on holding against 4. He does get one big kill though. It's on Zeva alone. But Ayman instantly replies. It's a 3v2 retake in the hands of Insidious Gaming. But yep, somebody has to go and contest lane because it's just too hard for them to come both from this side. Because they easily get sandwiched. Ayman goes out, clears down one. Case is there. Supports him. Both of them drop down instantly. 14-2. 2 more rounds for MVP Karna to get the first map for the semifinals. Whew. Guys, you have any problems with the stream, do let me know. I'll try to fix it as soon as I can. I've raised the volume of the mic a little bit higher, so hopefully that answers the problems. But now Iman does reply with a kill upon the alleyway. ID was trying to push. Support was there, but Phoenix was not close enough to reply on Iman. He was hindered by the smoke. So now knowing that one player is down at the B side, Karnan's gonna take the gamble and play for B, leaving Achak all the way at A to be Mr. Flanker. And he lets go bunch of stuff, smokes and flashes in hand. Gets a huge kill up on DKY. How did he manage that? Now Wanro will just rush in, and it won't be a problem for them. There's somebody waiting there, but Phoenix should be sprayed down very easily by Case. And he does go down. 2 kills for Case entering the site. And it's again under the control of Insidious. Sorry, of MVP Cardinal. Getting my words jumbled up. But it's been a few hours, so starting to get a little bit tired and kind of hungry. So guys, if you just joined us, this is the semi-finals, best of 3 of this Malaysian qualifiers for the ESL Cologne. So I think the finals of this qualifiers will be played maybe around 8. Hopefully we'll get news about that a little later, which most of us are banking on Orange Esports versus MVP Cardinal at the end, since Insidious are already meeting Cardinal here. But yep, that finals should be after we break fast, so I do apologize, but please give some room for us to replenish ourselves, replenish some energy. And then we'll be pretty sure we're ready for whatever MVP can throw at us. As right now they catch that first opening B frag. Again, not both of them from Insidious Gaming who covers that B bomb site comes out together. They just kind of leave one up front with a flash from behind from the second guy, but because of that, it's kind of hard for them to trade. And the smoke comes in. Either way, if they come through B, it's going to be ideal all alone. Not in the best positions at all. Human though, he escapes a flash, but Wanro checks into Boiler, gets a shot. Dobrev, nice flick. Catches Simon, but it's still 2-on-4. Very, very tall order for them. Sees one more, but doesn't kill him. Zever instead plays down Ideal. Dobrev will be forced to fight him 1v1 with that scout. Try to make the most out of it. Just tries to go for the jump shot, doesn't get it. It's 16-2. So MVP Cardinal will be picking up their first map of this best of 3, the Inferno. And what second map? Where's the admin? Where did that guy go?